Pete's Tools, great to see you here again. Hey, I always wanted one of these things, guys, one of these cordless angle grinder things, because I'm into my plasma cutting and my grinding and you know me, guys. And so I thought, I wonder if they were actually worth the money, or they're just a tool, or they're a toy. Anyway, guys, I've used this for about six to 9 months maybe, and maybe we might have even had it for a year. I'll give you some of my thoughts, and I'll let you make up your own mind. Always remember to subscribe to my channel if you like what I'm doing. Drop me a like, drop me a comment, and let's get into this video, eh? So here's my Ryobi cordless grinder, guys. It's just your standard cordless grinder. It's got the smaller battery in it. Now, I probably should have brought the bigger battery, but anyway, you know how it is. Cheapest chips, Pete. You buy the smaller stuff, or you buy the stuff that's cheapest. Well, I do anyway. You know me, I'm a skinflint. But that's the +1 battery that you can use in the other tools and that as well. So I just thought I'd see how these things work, you know, because I do a lot of grinding and that sort of thing. But I mainly actually brought this to use it off site, because when I'm picking up my my rubbish dumps or skips, half the time there's lumps of bloody rebar and shit sticking out the arse end of them, or they've got lumps of pipe or something that you have to cut off, because you can't drive down the street with lumps of pipe hanging off the end of your rubbish bins. So I just have this in the cab normally, and just so I could whack it off. But yeah, I started using it in the workshop. Now I'll give you the lowdown on it. This is basically an entry model little cordless grinder. It's not professional by any stretch of the imagination, but it's good for around the workshop and that sort of thing. But I'll start it up and I'll cut some shit with it, and I'll show you how it goes. But one thing I like about this, guys, it's I don't know if you're anything like me, where you're always losing your spanner to undo these things. This one here is really awesome, because it's got the spanner sort of like built into the thing. I didn't realise that when I bought it, but look at that. See, that's your nut, your flange nut thing there, and it's got your thing on the top that you can just screw up, and it's awesome. Because I don't know if you're anything like me, you can't find the stupid bloody spanner to tighten it up, and I end up whacking it with a screwdriver and a hammer, but that's just me. You know how it is. Rough as guts me. But yeah, shit happens. Anyway, another thing with these is, the other grinders have your guard on here, but you have to either do a nut or you've got a screw or something to put it on. Whereas these ones here, I mean, this is your grinder thing here. This is for the grinding attachment. And also I noticed that with this too, there's another guard that goes on this that is for a cutting. So it sort of cuts your wheel, and I'll show you. So if you just put that there, you see that arrow on there? See that little arrow there? And there's an arrow here. So if you just line the two arrows up like that, you hear it click in like that. Did you see that? And then you can just move it around, this little lever here. So you just push a little lever around, and you can turn it around to whatever angle you want, and it locks in and doesn't come off. I reckon that's brilliant. No tools or nothing, which suits me fine, because I can't find any tools in my stupid workshop for love nor money. Maybe it's just me, but you know, I'm like that. Anyway, guys, I'll put a disc on this thing, and we'll do some grinding, and we'll see what it does. Well, I've just spent half an hour looking for the tool to undo it off the grinder spindle there. But like I say, you don't need that, because yeah, I spent half the day looking for these stupid things, and for something like this that's got it already on it, it'll suit me fine. So I'll show you how that works anyway. So it has the thing on here. If you pull this up, like I showed you before, and just undo it like that, and then put your grinding disc on, and always remember to put the label side down, so you can see the label side when you're working. And like that, just tighten it up, and then you just lock the pin on the bottom here, and then use this and just tighten them up like so, and then just flick them down. Brilliant. Look at that, eh? Brilliant. Isn't that cool? No more stupid tools. I love it, I love it, I love it. Anyway, well, kick him in the guts and we'll see what he does, eh? Goes right, soft start as well, and it's a brushless motor. Whatever the hell that means, but anyway, let's try and grind something, guys. So I've got a bit of rusty old box section here, so we'll put them in the vise, and then I'll grind the edge of it or something with this little with this grinder. Now see the grinder here, how it's got the guard like that, and if I'm trying to grind like that, it's really, the guard's really in the wrong place. We need the guard at the back of the thing. So instead of having to muck around with your screwdriver and that, all you do is click that around, turn it around, go to the position you want. Yeah, it's really good. Set it with the position you want there. You flick the button, you just go around the position you want. Doesn't come off. It's brilliant. So we'll go there. No, I want it up one more, so we'll just go up one more. like that until it clicks in. And then we'll have a go at grinding some of the stuff. Guys, remember your safety glasses and stuff. Having said that, this works a hell of a lot better than what I thought it would, for the simple reason that I think the batteries are a lot different than what they used to be. I mean, I remember when I first bought my first cordless drill, you had to charge it for about 4 hours, and then you could use it for about 4 minutes and had to charge it for about 4 hours again. But these seem to be getting better and better, even though this is just an entry-level model thing. I don't know if I will use it every day in the workshop, because you'd end up recharging it all the time. I might actually do a video and compare this one to a cheap corded angle grinder. I think, yeah, I'll do that actually. I'll do a video. Check up the top if I've done that video. I'll put a link up there, and we'll compare the two of them. But so far so good. So when using a cutting disc with these, they recommend that you use 1 mil thick disc. Now I don't know if that's because it's easier on the machine because it's battery operated, or cuts better. Well, obviously cuts a thinner cut, so you're not going to put so much power, not going to take so much out of your machine, not going to put so much load on your motor. But see, this is like a 1 mil disc that they recommend for these cordless grinders, and this is the disc that I normally use for my other grinder, my cutting disc. And you see that's about 3 mil, and that's 1 mil. So I don't know if it's because this grinder here has got a cord on it and it's got more grunt than what the battery can provide, or it's just a new way of cutting. I don't know anyway. But anyway, we'll put this one on here. But before I put this cutting disc on here, what I have to do is change this guard, because this is just a grinding disc. It has a little lip on it like that, and I'll show you the guard that they give you. It's really simple to put on. It's quite cool actually. So it's easier to put the cutting disc on first. Remember, always put your label side so you can see it from when you're cutting. So put it down like so. And then my favourite piece of kit on this grinder is the toolless little chuck thing, which is pretty cool, which I like it. It's really awesome. And you don't have to do it up really tight because it's self-tightening, of course. I just hold the disc there and just give it a bit of a tweak, like so. And then because this has got a habit of shattering, or if you bend it or you do something silly with it, they recommend that you put this guard on. I mean, you get it with the grinder, so why wouldn't you use it? And it's really simple to do. Well, that was hard, wasn't it? Did you see that? It just clips on there. It has a little clip on there, and it has a little clip here. And what that does is shield your wheel here, so if it flies to pieces, it tries to contain in there. And when you want to take it off, you just flick this back and take it off. Haha, pretty bloody awesome, I thought. Anyway, it's not too bad for a cheap tool. 1/2 inch here, mild steel. So we'll see if we can cut that with a little cordless grinder. And see how she does with that. Right, let's have a go at that. There you go, cut through that, not really much of a problem at all. One thing I did notice though, it slows down. The more pressure you put on it, it slows down, as you probably think. See, we'll cut through that, no drama whatsoever. And yeah, so all in all, it's a good little workshop tool. It'll be also awesome to cut off padlocks and that sort of thing if you just need something in your truck like I do, you know, to cut off lots of pipe and that sort of crap. Be brilliant. I don't know about using it every day in the workshop. Like I say, if you had a bigger battery on it, I'd say it'll give you a lot more use than what you can get out of it with the standard battery. Whack through a padlock, no worries at all, I would imagine. Let's have a go. Went through that, no worries at all. Yeah, ideal. Can't find the key, cut the lock off, would be brilliant. Yeah, something like that would be good. Yeah, all sorts of little uses for it. Like I say, would I buy one for the workshop? If I wanted to do it full time, probably not. But if you wanted just something that you can use, if you're only using it from time to time, it would be quite good actually. So you can get these things entry level for about $100 with a battery. If you want a bigger battery, I think it costs you about an extra 60 odd bucks. I would go for the bigger battery. I'll probably buy a bigger battery for this one actually. But all in all, it's a good little machine for around the workshop and that sort of thing. Would I buy one? Depending what I was using it for. Like I say, if you want to use it around the workshop, if you're using grinder around the workshop all the time, I'd buy a corded grinder probably. It just gives you a bit more power. But if you're out on the move and you need to do bits and pieces or cut up locks or do shit like that, yeah, I'd buy one of these. I'll chuck some links down below if you want to have a look. But yeah, you might be able to get a bigger one, a bigger version of this. That would probably work a lot better with a bigger battery. But like I say, I'm a skinflint. I'm cheap as chips. Cheap as chips, Pete. So, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, guys, once again, like my video, subscribe, drop me a like, drop me a comment. See you later.